In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on November 12th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Memphis Grizzlies versus Boston Celtics. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Boston Celtics will meet at TD Garden on Wednesday night in what promises to be a testing contest for both sides. Memphis remains short on depth, with Ty Jerome, Brandon Clark, and Zach Edey all ruled out of action. Boston, on the other hand, continues to deal with the absence of Jason Tatum, a key loss for their rotation. The Grizzlies have been a difficult team to trust lately, especially given the ongoing Morant situation, which has left the group unsettled. The Celtics, however, are not exactly thriving either. Both teams have struggled for rhythm and consistency, and each faces the challenge of playing the second game of a back-to-back, which often takes a toll on energy and execution. The night's NBA schedule offers stronger betting opportunities, but the value in this matchup leans toward the visitors. As our first pick for this matchup, the Memphis Grizzlies to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Memphis Grizzlies enter this game averaging 114.3 points on 44.3% shooting from the field, while allowing 119.8 points on 48.3% shooting to their opponents. They are converting 34.1% of their attempts from three-point range and hitting 83.4% at the free throw line. Defensively, they are allowing 36.1% shooting from deep and are pulling down 43.7 rebounds per game, showing decent control on the glass, but often breaking down at the perimeter. The Boston Celtics are producing 111.8 points on 44.4% shooting, while giving up 109.8 points on 44.2% shooting. From long range, they are connecting on 32.8% of their attempts, and at the line, they stand at 77.4%. Their defense allows 36.2% shooting from 3, and they collect 43.3 rebounds per contest, keeping pace statistically with Memphis. Both squads have struggled to score efficiently and are still searching for offensive flow, especially when playing on tired legs. The tempo may slow, and scoring could come at a premium as the game progresses. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total, is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus San Antonio Spurs. The Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs meet at the Frost Bank Center on Wednesday night for a matchup that highlights two teams heading in opposite directions. The Warriors remain without Alex Tuhey and Al Horford, leaving the rotation thinner than expected. The Spurs will again be missing Dylan Harper, who continues to sit out. Golden State has been looking for stability but has struggled to find rhythm in recent games. They hoped the return of Stephen Curry to the starting lineup last night would shift the momentum, yet their efforts fell short in a heavy defeat to the Thunder. In contrast, San Antonio has been one of the early surprises of the season, finding balance and confidence as they get healthy. The Spurs recently defeated the Bulls, marking their third consecutive victory. An added factor in this matchup is rest. The Spurs last played on Monday, giving them extra recovery time. The Warriors, on the other hand, enter on the second night of a back-to-back, which poses a challenge for one of the oldest rosters in the league. Their loss to the Thunder exposed fatigue and inconsistency, while post-game comments from Draymond Green hinted at possible tension within the team. These next few games will serve as a measure of how the Warriors respond under pressure. Meanwhile, the Spurs continue to thrive, particularly on their home floor, where they have yet to lose. Their youthful energy and pace could test a tired Warriors squad. The betting line remains modest and could reflect these situational edges. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Antonio Spurs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Recent scoring trends suggest an open game. The Warriors have gone over the total in 2 of their last 3 contests, while the Spurs have done so in 5 straight. Golden State averages 115.9 points per game and ranks 19th in pace with 103.5 possessions per contest. They face a San Antonio team that has allowed 115.3 points per game across its last 3. The Spurs are averaging 119.3 points per game and rank 24th in pace with 102.9 possessions per contest. Golden State's defense has struggled on the road, giving up 122 points per game, which could shape the flow of play. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards versus Houston Rockets. The Washington Wizards and Houston Rockets face off Wednesday in NBA action at the Toyota Center. The Wizards continue to play without Bilal Coulibaly, while the Rockets will again be without Fred VanVleet and Dorian Finney-Smith. This matchup brings together one of the league's coldest teams and one of its hottest. Washington has dropped 9 straight games, yet their recent overtime loss on Monday showed more fight than the scoreboard suggested. The Wizards have been more competitive in spurts, but consistency remains a problem on both ends of the court. Their defensive struggles have persisted, and that remains a concern against a Houston squad that thrives on offensive rhythm. You rarely see point spreads like this in the NBA, and it is understandable to consider leaning toward the underdog in such a situation. Still, Washington's defensive lapses often leave them chasing games, especially against a team with Houston's firepower. The Wizards have covered the spread only 2 times in their last 11 outings, despite entering as large underdogs almost every night. The Rockets have been favorites of 15 or more points only once this season, a game that ended in a 26-point win over Brooklyn. Meanwhile, Washington holds a record of 2 wins and 7 losses against the spread in its last 9 games when entering as a double-digit underdog. The potential value of the heavy line depends entirely on whether the Wizards can sustain effort and discipline for a full game. Their lack of consistency suggests that may be difficult to expect. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Washington Wizards are averaging 113.7 points on 45.9% shooting while allowing 129.2 points on 47.3% shooting. They are converting 37.2% from three-point range and 73.8% from the free throw line. On defense, they are giving up 36.3% shooting from deep and pulling down 45.5 rebounds per game. The Houston Rockets, by contrast, are averaging 122.9 points on 49.4% shooting and allowing 113.1 points on 45.5% shooting. The Rockets are hitting 42.8% from beyond the arc and 78.8% from the line, while limiting opponents to 36.3% from 3 and collecting 49 rebounds per contest. Both teams have shown a steady offensive rhythm, and their recent trends point toward a faster tempo and higher scoring pace throughout. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Portland Trail Blazers versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Portland Trail Blazers and the New Orleans Pelicans will face off on Wednesday in NBA play at the Smoothie King Center. Portland remains without Scoot Henderson and Matisse Thybulle, while New Orleans has ruled out Zion Williamson, DeJounte Murray, and Jordan Poole again. These teams met 4 times last season, with the Trail Blazers winning 3 of those matchups, including the final meeting. Given the Pelicans' struggles to stay healthy and consistent, it is not surprising that the Trail Blazers open as strong favorites on the road. Portland enters this contest needing a victory to stabilize its season after a string of tough losses. The team knows that dropping consecutive games could turn a rough patch into a deeper slump, one that might threaten its push toward a playoff berth. The Pelicans have managed only 2 wins in their last 10 games, a mark that reflects both their injuries and their lack of rhythm on both ends of the court. They have covered in 3 of their last 4, but that trend does little to offset their broader inconsistency. New Orleans continues to struggle without its key players, especially Zion, and the roster's limited depth shows under pressure. The Trailblazers, meanwhile, have shown more cohesion and urgency despite their own injuries. As our first pick for this matchup, the Portland Trail Blazers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Portland Trail Blazers are averaging 120.6 points on 44.6% shooting and allowing 119.3 points on 48.7% shooting. The team is making 33.3% of its three-point attempts and converting 82.4% from the free throw line. On defense, Portland is holding opponents to 34.9% from deep and collecting 43.2 rebounds per game. The New Orleans Pelicans are averaging 108 points on 43.3% shooting and allowing 121.3 points on 49.8% shooting. The team is hitting 35.4% from three-point range and 75% from the line. Defensively, the Pelicans are giving up 35.4% from beyond the arc and pulling down 41.8 rebounds per contest. The numbers suggest a clear contrast in efficiency, with Portland showing greater scoring balance and New Orleans struggling to contain opponents. Both sides have had issues with consistency, but the Pelicans' defensive lapses and offensive stagnation are more severe. Given those trends, the pace may slow as both teams work to control possessions and manage their rotations. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.